It's time for Talking Shit. Hi, everybody. I'm DeAndre. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. However, this is more of an editorial. I'm going to go ranting a little bit. As you can see, we have our new microphone here, and I am going to be pontificating on a couple of things in regards to the paparazzi. I'm a little upset with what has been taking place here lately with Justin Bieber, who was in London to do a concert. He's exhausted. He's probably been getting loaded and partying and celebrating his 19th birthday a lot. And I still don't think that's an excuse to disrespect him and treat him like shit. And I tweeted him today and let him know that I will be taking over the department of his association that has to do with putting up with motherfuckers that talk shit to him. And I don't like when people bother him because I think he's a hard worker and he does a lot of humane things. He does this one project with suffering children on his spare time where he doesn't allow anybody to film it, and he goes and he spends hours with these children, these special needs kids who have cancer and shit. See, they're not following him or filming him do that, and part of it is because he doesn't allow it, and part of it is because there's no stimuli in that. That's not a high-impact thing. Apparently this big, fat, ugly, rude, boisterous paparazzi person was standing outside of the hotel where he had just recovered from being in the hospital. And as you know, I was in the hospital, and my Justin Bieber shot from the hospital don't look as good as his did. As you saw me there suffering in the hospital. But as a person who is just released from the hospital a couple of days ago, I feel that it's important that I come to his defense and say that, you know, we need to let him be the amazing entertainer that he is and respect him and give him his space before we wind up killing his ass like we did. And I say we as a part of the human family when we get overstimulated with stuff and we're going to chase people down. Remember they was chasing him on the freeway and they chased Princess Diana and they chased her to death, right? They chased her to death. And so I don't want to see us chase Justin Bieber to death. You know, I'd like for him to live a long life. I'm sure his mother wants him to be around his fans. I am a Justin Bieber fan. I like what he did with the whole internet thing and how he marketed himself through his mother's intuition for YouTube stuff. And now he's worth over $200 million. You know, so just seeing fat people feed off photos and not respect the fact that he's a human being and that he needs to kind of be able to breathe. He got mad at the guy. The guy was talking shit, and not this kind of shit, but the wrong shit. And he got back out of the van and told him, you know what, man, you know what, I'll fuck you up. And it was kind of funny, but I know he's supposed to have a different kind of an attitude and all of that. But when you live in the life that these people live, and you give the kind of ways that he gives, you know, a lot of times you just get overwhelmed and you be fucking stressed out. And it's like, let's help the dude, man. Let's help him. He was late for the concert. Apparently, people were saying he was 2 hours late. Some people said he was 45 minutes late. I think he needs a break. I think he needs to relax. And I think we need to quit hounding him to the point where a lot of these irrational things take place. Kelly Osbourne collapsed on her set. I'm not going to make too many comments on that because apparently she had some sort of a seizure. I don't know what's going on with Kelly Osbourne. And I also want to talk a little bit about the drone situation with President Barack Obama. And all of a sudden the Republican Party is soft on defense. This president is amazing. He's put some Republicans in a position to where they're soft on defense. And you know as well as I do that historically it's been stated that Democrats are soft on defense. Well, here we have the Republicans whining and complaining that somehow one day there's going to be a drone attack on an American and it's going to really be awful. Some cool-ass fucking spy is going to be working with Al Qaeda at Starbucks over on Crenshaw and fucking. and President Obama gonna call in on the drone on this motherfucker, you know. I mean, when are they going to give this president credit? Unemployment is at 7.7%. The housing market is climbing back up. The stock market is having historical highs in these past 3-4 days. And they still don't give this president... I guess today's segment, and I'll close, is about respect, like Rodney Dangerfield. Like, no respect. That's what we're going to call this one. An editorial on no respect. When are we going to start respecting President Barack Obama? When are we going to start respecting these people who stimulate us, who help us get through hard times and good times, and entertain us? When are we going to have some respect for these people? Halle Berry, like I said in one previous episode, Halle Berry went to this car and cussed this motherfucker out, filming her at her school with her dropping off her daughter. She cussed his ass out. You know, because of that distance was not being respected. We need to respect President Barack Obama. We need to respect people without giving them so much drama. We have to practice respect. I respect this program. I respect the crew and JP and Elizabeth and Ethan, these people that are putting this stuff together. I respect Heather and Peaches. I was going to call her Princess. You know, I respect Aaron and Robert and what we're going to be doing over at the El Camino College on Tuesday. We've been asked to take some tables over. JP don't know it yet in the truck. I mean, I respect is important. And respect is what it's all about. Respect keeps us from neglecting deep and meaningful relationships that keep us from just being full of shit. Anyway, that's all the time we have for now. We will be having a couple of more interviews that I want to surprise you with, so I'm not going to tell you who the people are, but you're going to love it. Thanks a lot.